Good to go?
Yeah.
Okay, follow the bouncing pencil point. What are we on, 14?
Yeah.
Okay. First thing you read is going to be right here. Is that your plan?
Not either A or Y and either B or X.
Very good. Let's look at 19. What are we looking at here? What kind of a compound statement is this?
Conjunction.
No.
Negation.
Yes. Because everything following that first curl is contained within brackets. Well, what is contained within those brackets? What kind of a compound statement do we have within the brackets, therefore being negated by the curl?
A conjunction.
A conjunction. Which dot is it? The first, second, or third?
The second.
It's the second dot. Now, is that dot within punctuation? Yeah, of course it is. It is what is inside the brackets. And look at the left-hand conjunct. It's also a dot within punctuation, isn't it? On the right-hand side of this dot, we have negation. It's negating a conjunction within punctuation. I'm trying to give you a heads up for the word both, because you're going to have to use it a few times.
Start with the curl.
Anybody? What? What's your
I was just
question?
going to ask, would you start with the curl then? So it would be like not
Well, hold it.
C and.
It is a negation, so yeah, it's the first symbol that you read. Are you going?
No, I was actually going with, I thought in the brackets first.
No.
Within the bracket.
You begin reading the kind of compound statement it is. It is a negation. Not P. That happens to be a substitution of not P.
Shouldn't there be like two votes though? Because then the other one's.
Well, I think there's going to be 3 votes.
Right. How do you say that?
Both. You can't-
Not both votes.
Both.
What, you're going to make me do it?
Well,
Okay.
I can say it, but.
Go.
Hold on, let me get where am I? Alright, not both B.
No. Go.
Not both B and C, and not both, not.
No, you already said
Oh
no.
wait, and not both
You're
C and
making me
B.
ruin my book.
Sorry.
Try it again.
Okay, hold on. I have to write in another vote. Okay, not both B and C, and not both C and B.
Wow. Fast. That's correct also. Let's have a look at some statements with horseshoes in them. This is on page 308. Well, they start out too simple to even give any bother with. Remember, a horseshoe, the simplest horseshoe is simply read if P, then Q. If, your beginning word, then you read whatever is in the antecedent position. If it's P, you read P. If it's something more complex, you read what it is, the way we read them. When you're done with the antecedent, you come back to the horseshoe, say the word then, and you read the consequence, whatever it is. If it's Q, just say Q. If it's more complex than that, you read whatever it is. A conjunction, a disjunction, another horseshoe, whatever. So what do you think about number 5? Let me ask you this. Which horseshoe is the main connective, the first or the second horseshoe?
The second.
Good, the second horseshoe. So that's the horseshoe you begin reading. Then when you come to the antecedent, it happens to be another horseshoe. But you know how to read a horseshoe, so you read it. Done with the antecedent, come to the main connective. Get the word then there. And then the consequent. I'm sure a bunch of people can read this. Again? Okay, go.
If A, then B, then Z.
Yeah, you're too fast for us.
Sorry.
No, you're not too fast for me. You might be too fast for someone trying to pick it up. Why don't you say it again a little bit slower?
If A, then B, then Z.
Yes, ma'am.
Did she say if twice?
Yeah.
If?
Because there's two
Yeah.
of those.
What? Can we do that in English? You bet we can.
You could,
This we have different words to use for if. You can say whenever, or you can say on the condition that. Uh-huh.
I can.
So our definition of validity is an if statement. I just chose not to say if because you wouldn't like it at that time. Here's our definition. The structure of a deductive argument is valid if, whenever. See, I could have said if. Whenever is an if. Okay, what? Do you have a question?
Well, I have a way that can make it look easier to understand.
Nope.
No, why not?
Because I said so. One way. Got 30 students in here. I don't want to be mixing up procedures. That way leads confusion.
It's just like a.
No. Notice the difference between 5 and 9. They both have two horseshoes and they have the same letters, but the punctuation is different. So I'm telling you, or I'm explaining again, or I'm illustrating why you have to be able to read your symbolic statements. Say we just translated an English sentence containing 3 simple statements, and we're told to symbolize them as A, B, and Z. But there are no parentheses in English, but it requires punctuation. You have to be able to determine where that punctuation goes, where those parentheses go. And the only way you're going to tell if you have them in the right place is to read your symbolic statement back against the English. And key words, 9 times out of 10, will be spoken at the same time, at the same places, in both your symbolic statement and the English. For example, if this were the correct punctuation, that English sentence had better begin if, or if, whenever, or if, on the condition that. However, if this were the correct punctuation, that English is going to read different. So have somebody read this for me. First of all, 5 again was if, A, then B, then Z. How about this? Go, sir.
If A, then if B, then Z.
Okay, so again, the only way to tell if you put your parentheses in the right place is to read it back against the English. So we have to get somewhat good at this, or you'll be guessing. Here, we won't like these. How about number 17? Go, sir.
If A, then Y, then B, then Z.
That is correct. $14. It's different. Who else is picking up on this? Because I'm telling you, if you just go through these exercises that begin small and get bigger, you'll pick up the sequence of words that must be spoken. You don't really need any sort of set of instructions. You know how to read the basic compound statement forms, and then as they get more complex, you're simply repeating words in the right order. You'll pick up on it. Do you want to try this one, sir?
Sure.
Okay, what did I say, number what, 14? Okay, so,
If A, then if B, then Y, then X.
there you go. Have you ever seen this stuff before?
No.
Have you, lady in the coral thing? Have you ever seen this before? This.
Nope.
Have you?
Maybe.
Maybe, how about you? See, they can read it already. So from time to time, we'll practice that. Before our break, I think I'll look at some of the arguments that we'll be dealing with eventually. And let's just read a couple of their premises or conclusions. Pages 344, 345. Let us try the conclusion. Well, let's try, we'll start at the beginning. Yes, why not? How about that premise? That's easy enough.
Page.
344. Somebody new? Sorry, what page? 344. Main connective is that horseshoe. We're looking at a conditional statement. The antecedent is a conjunction within parentheses, or generally within punctuation. So you should know what to do. How do you read it? Go, sir.
If both A and B, then C.
That is correct. Look at that conclusion. The main connective is the horseshoe. We're looking at a conditional statement. The antecedent is a conjunction within punctuation. The consequent is a conjunction within punctuation, and whose left-hand conjunct is a conjunction within punctuation. So I think we're looking at three boths at some point here, don't you?
Yeah.
Huh?
One goes for each dot, right?
Each dot is within its own punctuation, yep.
So,
We get somebody else. There's like 4 people picking up on it that I'm sure of. If you follow my pencil point, it might help you out. No? Here, I'll do the silent treatment.
both A and B, then both A and B.
Here, without saying anything, just watch. I'm going to point to symbols where something has to be spoken. I think you picked up that when I do that, I'm reminding you it's a dot within punctuation.
That.
Uh-huh. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Anybody want to give it a go?
What, reading that solution?
Yeah.
I will. Because we just went over it, right? So if.
Oh, wait, you going?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if both A and B, then both A and B.
Nope.
No? Both. both.
Well, you gotta start again.
If both A and B, then both A and B and C.
That is correct. Look at that little number right there.
Which one? Which little one?
Not.
Oh, you ready?
No.
It's number 6, right?
Yeah, this premise right here I'm interested in.
I'll try.
Go.
Is it not both Z and not A?
That is correct. Hey, we got a tri-bar here. We got a bunch of tri-bars. Let's look at this one right here. It's relatively short. What kind of a compound statement are we looking at? We're looking at a curl, a negation. So that's the first symbol you'll read. What's it negating? It's negating that horseshoe. So you're going to continue to read a conditional statement. There's the antecedent, the word then. Here's the consequent. It is a tribar. Do you remember what we say when we come to a tribar? If and only if, all at once. You read the left-hand side, then all at once when you come to the tribar, if and only if. And then you read the right-hand side. Just the sign of treatment first. Deceptively simple, I would say. Anybody? Okay, sir, nice and loud.
Not if E, then F, if and only if, not G.
All right, break time.
It would make it easier if you were having negations.
If I weren't what?
If you were pointing at the negations in conjunction or.
It would be easier?
No, it wouldn't